Hey, what is up, traders? This is Stan Gluzman here with 7 Points Capital, bringing to you today's trader takeaways. So today was a pretty good day. We had some fall through on the downside in quite a few stocks. So first of all, SPY. I wasn't trading too big today, just because it was Fed day. Only in small caps I was willing to size up a little bit, and even there I didn't really trade too big. So pretty choppy, SPY pretty choppy today, and then 2 o'clock Fed announcement, no change. And let's jump into some small caps. So the first two stocks that I've traded was RSLS. This one was a recent reverse split, popped up, and I was looking for a short. We started downtrending, dipped below VWAP pre-market. I took a small short, very small position, risking high today. I wanted to see where it tops out. The reason I took a short is because I don't want to miss the move, and I want to be involved. So whether or not it pops or drops, I don't really care. I'm looking for an add. At the open, we got a little pop to 350, and the offer just held. There wasn't much on the offer, but it was soaking a lot. So hidden seller, every time it popped there, it would just soak everything and it wouldn't break. So I just put a stop at 55 and 60, layered out some stops, and was shorting. Once it rejected, I was shorting. Once it rejected, I was shorting. So a couple times I shorted, traded a little bit around the core. So after this first dip, I covered quite a bit. After the second dip, covered quite a bit as well. Having the stop here allows me to, if I'm wrong, I don't take a loss because I'm trading around the core. So scaled out on the way down, missed another big drop, but nonetheless that was a pretty good trade. About 2.5 to 3 to 1 R. So I'm pretty happy with this one. The next trade was NK. This one wasn't as clean, but it's still a winner. I was scaling in on the way up a little bit. I did get stopped out on a portion, but got back in, covered, started re-entering, and then adding more on the pop, and then just got out. The range was pretty nice. We have like 410 to like 350, so pretty nice, like 60-cent range or so. So decent size and decent P&L, but this one was a little bit wild. I didn't stick around because I didn't like the price action. It could have easily dropped, faded all day, but it didn't, and I'm glad it didn't stick around here. The next stock was, we had a lot of gap downs. We had a lot of SSRs from yesterday. FTR. This one, it seems like every time these SSRs gap up, and if the next day they're still SSR, if it's day 2, they usually really just collapse. And here it just dipped out of the gate, and from there the offers were stacking up. I was trying to get as much as possible, and then faded this on pretty decent size. And then here I actually got long, sold it into the pop. Didn't buy this one. This was the big, the pretty big candle, but that was a good trade. Scalped it at the close a little bit. Shorted, got out, re-shorted, and closed it right here at the close. So that was a nice one. The next one was COTY. That was another really good SSR. We open up, the offers are heavy, start getting short, adding in a consolidation, and then off the cliff, bounce, very weak bounce, so get back in, add consolidation, and then all out once the bids come in. So pretty easy one. Definitely could have gotten back in here, but I did not want to put on more risk because it was Fed day. COMM, this one was nice. The range was really good, liquidity was really good, so shorted. a little bit late, so didn't get in with too much size, but I think 20, 30 or 35, something like that, or yeah, about that, and then scaled out on the way down below $20. So that was a nice little one. Had a couple scalps. Apple had one scalp, relative weakness. Got in, risking above VWAP. SPY was dropping and got out into the wash. So that was kind of a easy, predictable trade. And another one that we were watching was NLVN. Let's see. NVLN. So NVLN was a monster squeezer today. So in the morning, after a couple halts, after this halt, it dips, comes back. I'm starting to short, offers a soaking, and I'm paying myself. I'm grabbing the predictable move. I still have a portion on the short side in case we go down, and I'm willing to trade around core. So once we pop, offers a soaking again, I'm joining them, and then trade around core a little bit. Had a tight stop because I'm thinking 150 big offer. If it gets taken out, I'm out. I got out and we went higher. I missed the entry. I know Jay caught this entry right here on the short side. I didn't get in here, missed it, but I decided I'm going to scalp it. So I was kind of shorting pops, covering washes, scaling in here. Got in quite a bit. It was a huge bid here, and I hit that big bid, and then it was kind of panic sell-off, like 15-20 cents or so. So got out, scalped this one. So that was a nice little trade. NNBR at the close was just a monster sell-off. I was just trying to get as much as I can, but there was not much liquidity. It was SSR. The offers were chasing it down, and the bids weren't even there. So got in here 87, added in the consolidation in the 70s, and then we dropped all the way down to almost $8. So the range was pretty crazy. I didn't get too much size, but I caught a really nice big move down. HZN was another one I was watching. I was trading, a bunch of them were trading at the lows. So once we started breaking these lows, started to get in, trimmed a little bit, and then trimmed a little bit more. And then once we cracked, I saw a couple of big bids and a lot of buying, so I just got out, but I missed a really big 20-cent drop. So nonetheless, it was a decent trade, but I should have kept something for the big drop. Did I show NNBR? ZAYO. This one, very similar, trading near its low. Everything's kind of selling off. Started getting in, and I was hoping for a big washout. We did get a washout. It wasn't too big, but the quote was nice and thick, so I was able to get some size here, and then scaled out at the close when a little bit of buying started to come in. And I think that's pretty much it. I do have two losing trades. PYX. PYX in the morning pops into the VWAP. I took a short. It was down a lot. It was SSR. Took a short. Had a stop above VWAP. It was a little wild. Got stopped out. Left it alone. Didn't work. Small loss. TLND was my second loser. I noticed that it was kind of moving up and down in waves. So in this range. So top of the range, bottom of the range. So started scaling in. Got stopped out on a portion, re-added. I was thinking we wash out back to $40. Trying to cover 40, maybe even go lower, but it didn't work. Got stopped out. Got back in here. Scalped this big candle. I think that was like almost a point or so. 70 cents. So that was nice. Got stopped out on break even on the rest. And so made back a little bit, but not a big loser. So I didn't trade a lot of shares. I kept today pretty small shares, but traded a bunch of tickers tight risk, big reward, and it paid off nicely. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you can tweet at me at Chocana Trader. This is Stan Gluzman, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.